Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, there's been some development on the Caicedo story. Seems like 90 million. That's what Brighton has set out. And do you know what? At 90 million, Arsenal, I think you can have this guy.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Look, everything in life has a particular price, but there needs to be some form of sensibility. I mean, you can't just go out there willy nilly and just throw the money left, right, and center. Look, I think Caicedo at 75 million was a hefty price as it is. I mean, let's be honest, he's a very good midfielder. There's no doubt about that. But the recent hype has jacked up his price. I think we can all agree on this. Over the past, last 12 months, he's been fantastic. Don't forget, before that, it was Basuma. Caicedo really came into the frame probably about last 12 to 16 months. And then obviously he had a decent enough World Cup. And now, everyone, all the top teams in the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool, I think even Man United is probably, after Caicedo. And that's why the price has jacked up. So I think we can all agree. Recently, we said that we need a midfielder. We need to revamp. And obviously, our first choice was Enzo Fernandez, and that matter with Benfica is very, very difficult. And as a second option with Caicedo, it's a very good second option, and it's worth spending money on, but not ridiculous money in the sense of 90 million. For me, that is uncalled for, to be honest. But I think what we're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is more the fact that Brighton's trying to send out a message to everyone saying he ain't up for sale. He's staying. So if you really want him, you got to do something unbelievable. And I thought at 75 million, that was unbelievable. At 90 million, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll wait for our opportunity in summer. For the time being, we'll try and do our level best with whoever we've got. But there's no need. There's no need for idiotic moves like this. As much as I respect the player, as much as I appreciate his value and his skill set at 90 million, Arsenal, if you're that much desperate, and I get it from Arsenal's point of view, you're chasing the Premier League, potentially you could win it as well. Get a player like him, you really set yourself up in terms of depth. So that's understandable. But for me, 90 million, ladies and gentlemen, Brighton set 90 million price tag for Arsenal and Chelsea for Moises Caicedo. This is from Miguel Delaney from the Independent. You let me know. Is he worth around 90 million? I think there are other options in the market. There's some names being thrown around. Some Girona midfielder, Alex Garcia, I believe that's his name. There's other names as well. I don't know. For me, I don't want to panic buy. Number one, I'm happy that we're interested with Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez, like I can understand why he's that level of money. And even then, if there wasn't the release clause, I don't think any football club out there will be splashing 100 million plus on Enzo Fernandez, as good as Enzo Fernandez is. That level of money is insane type of money we're talking about. And for me, Enzo is the number one choice ahead of Moises Caicedo. So, if I don't think, because of the release clause, but if I don't think Enzo Fernandez is worth more than 100 million, I definitely don't think, Moises Caicedo is at 90 million either. To be honest, if there wasn't all this hype around, Moises Caicedo is probably about what we bid, 55 million. That's probably the honest price on him. But that's just my thought. If this is how Brighton's going to be, I think it's best for us to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, you let me know what you think about this situation. Now, in regards to Malo Gusto, ladies and gentlemen, the medical is done and it's completed. Obviously, he's going to go back to Lyon for the remainder of the season. Fabrizio Romano saying, understand Malo Gusto has completed medical test as new Chelsea player after landing in London early morning. Contract until June 2029. Chelsea will pay fee close to 30 million, but Malo Gusto would only join Chelsea in July, staying at Lyon until end of the season. I think at the end of the day, it's probably the right result for both the clubs. Hoping that Reece James, once he comes back, touch wood, no more injuries, Chalobah has been doing well on that right side, sort of back three, RCB, right back positioning. Aspilicueta can still chip in here and there. And Leon, obviously, they don't have enough time left to find a replacement. And this is probably the right sort of situation scenario for both the clubs. And we didn't have to pay overs, fee close to 30 million euros. That's I think that's perfect for a 19-year-old up and coming superstar. I'm quite happy with this situation. Now, in regards to some other conversation, David Einstein, he did a podcast, I believe, recently, and with, I can't remember who it is. Football Daily. There you go, Football Daily, the podcast. Check that out. The link is there. You can get it from CFC Daily. This is what David Einstein had to say. David Einstein, there's a lot of interest around Conor Gallagher. The amount of profit they can gain on a homegrown sale gives some food for thought. Chalobah is definitely one to keep an eye on. Now, this part from David Einstein, I think he's done a bit of a madness. Chalobah cryptically came out and put out a message yesterday, I believe, saying, my favorite color is blue. So I don't think Chalobah is going anywhere. I don't think he's tipped to be sold. But Gallagher definitely in the market. I think Chelsea is open to selling him. And if that means that the amount of profit they can gain on a homegrown sale gives some food for thought, why not? Why not? I don't think Gallagher fits our style. I don't think he has the skill set in regards to what we want to do as a possession-based football team, dominate the opposition. And we're trying to buy midfielders, hopefully in the summer. I can't see if we're going to do any damage this time around. Let's move him on. If we get a good offer for Conor Gallagher, let's move him on. Now, I understand it's difficult because clubs out there know that we're trying to get rid of Conor Gallagher. We're trying to get rid of Ruben Loftus-Cheek, this, that, the other. And it doesn't really give us the bargaining power, like that negotiation power in the market. Do you know what I mean? Look, a lot of people are saying he's worth about 40 million, somewhere between 40 to 50 million. I'm not sure whether we're going to get that level of price, but if we can get close to 40 million, with add-ons, why not? We need to entertain this. Let's try and get rid of some of these players that probably we don't really picture them as long-term fixtures for Chelsea Football Club. Conor Gallagher, Hakim Ziyech, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, and many names out there. Let's do the business. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, many of the new contracts involve significant reduction if Chelsea fail to qualify for the Champions League. I'm down for this. I am absolutely down for this. If we don't qualify for the Champions League next season, which looks quite prominent, quite probable, then reduce some of these salaries. Why should they be getting paid when certain objectives have not been met? Do you know what I mean? Why should they be balling out with so much income? If we can win the Champions League and qualify for Champions League next season, then fine. We'll come into the table again. We'll negotiate. Sterling, Koulibaly, David Fofana, Madueke, and Reece James's new deal were mentioned, and Kunku will also likely be on a pretty high salary. So, look, I think in recent times we are trying to sort this out. We're really trying to sort this out. Mudryk, obviously, as you guys know, I think 97k per week, and we're trying to bring this base salary down. We're trying to work on this wage bill that is insane. Do you know what I mean? Havertz is on insane money. Sterling's on insane money. Apparently Koulibaly's on insane money. So Reece James, he's warranted good money. He's signed a new contract and he warrants good money. But moving forward, some of the new contracts, N'Golo Kante, apparently we're not going to change too much on the contract on him. We probably should rethink that. But if that's the case, maybe he doesn't stick around. Jorginho, apparently he's going to move on. We're not going to give him a new contract. Mason Mount, we need to be wary as to how much we want to pay. So I think this makes sense. Many of the new contracts involve significant reductions if Chelsea fail to qualify for the Champions League. Absolutely makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. Let me know how you guys feel about this wage reduction. I think if you don't perform, you shouldn't get paid well enough. I think money should be, especially in football, no problems. Get yourself a base salary, and these base salaries, like, they're good as well. It's not like they're petty change. Mudryk on 97k a week, pounds. We talk as if like that's like nothing. That's a lot of money. And then the remainder should be paid based on your performance. You perform well, you get paid well. That's just the basic system of life. You do well, you get rewarded. It's simple as that. Why should you have high level of base salary when the team is not doing great? So something to think about, and I like it. I like that approach. Graham Potter took his Chelsea team to an army base to meet soldiers on Tuesday as part of the team bonding day. He wanted to use the experience to help the new signings settle in while they have some downtime. Andy Dillon, the Sun, reporting this. Graham Potter used the experience to train the minds of his players with a series of mental exercises to get them thinking and working together. Look, I'm down, man. I'm down. Do whatever you need to do to galvanize the team. Do whatever you need to get the team believing in you as a manager, Graham Potter, because these are your soldiers. They got to go out there and fight for you. You got to give them something. You got to give some sort of motivation as to why they need to fight for you or they want to fight for you. So everything in life, what drives me, what drives you, when you go into work, like the management needs to find out how to get the best out of you. Everyone has a drive. What is their drive? Find out. So I'm all okay with this army base, bonding day. Why not? Why not? Get the team together, get them to gel together, do all of these things. And obviously these things are difficult to do during match weeks because you got to train and whatnot. But this is the perfect time, the time off that we've got away from the FA Cup weekend. Perfectly utilized. Let's do these things. And you see, players like Mudryk. I love it. I love it. I want to see more players like that. Mudryk, you can tell he's a serious player. He's got a tattoo. He's saying talent is not enough. Yeah, he wakes up every morning looking at that thinking, there you go. A lot of these players, they probably think I'm talented and may get maybe big-headed about it. Mudryk is a talented player, but he knows talent ain't enough. The amount of work that he does after hours, after training is over, shooting techniques, shooting practice, gym work. He's serious, man. He's serious. Mudryk is serious. Need more players to have that level of mentality. Need that back. That's how you create a champion team. That's how you create a champion team. So I love it, man. I hope all of this materializes to the point where the team looks a lot more together. The chemistry is better, and hopefully that translates into success on field with wins. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Joao Felix on Instagram. It's not about how it starts. It's about how it ends. Back soon, Blues. Thanks for the support. This guy. I hope he kills it, man. I truly, truly hope he kills it at Chelsea Football Club. Goals, assists, man of the matches, directly correlated with our wins. Single-handedly winning matches for us. I hope all of that comes this guy's way. I hope he has a sensational time at Chelsea Football Club. I hope the support he gets from the fans all across the world, not just the ones at Stamford Bridge and all over UK. I hope he gets all that support, and I hope he stays, man. I really do. I think he wants to stay. You don't go through all of this to not stay at the end. I think he's changed everything in his Instagram, and it's all Chelsea Football Club. You don't do that if you're just going to stick around for 5-6 months, man. I think he wants to stay, and I hope that Chelsea at the end can find a way to make this guy permanent. We've paid hefty amount of money already for the loan, so hopefully we get a bit of a discount off that and then pay the remainder of the money. But for me, I think he will be crucial. Joao Felix will be crucial with all the exciting players that we've already got in and that are coming next season in the likes of Nkunku and Malo Gusto. And don't forget, if we don't add any midfielders, you best believe summer is going to be all about midfielders. Minimum two. And obviously we're going to get rid of quite a lot of players. So I love it. Joao Felix, can't wait for him to come back. Obviously it was a bit unlucky with the situation. I know it was a rash tackle, but maybe just a bit overzealous, overexcited, and really wanted to win that game for Chelsea Football Club. But getting that red card, obviously not ideal. And, 3-match ban. So hopefully when he comes back, he can bang. Absolutely bang. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you thought about everything we've talked about. Caicedo, the price tag. What do you think about that? That's, I suppose, the main conversation. And all the little bits and pieces in regards to Conor Gallagher's sale, in regards to Graham Potter gelling. Let me know in the comment section below. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you have. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. So close to 20,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get there. And I shall see you guys for a live stream tomorrow. Until then, see ya.